Hey, what's up? I'm Michael.
And I'm Katie.
So, welcome to Conversations with Michael and Katie. And we just thought we'd do this. So, we're all quarantined. Like, we're in the season of being quarantined. And, man, we got to survive out here. Like, especially, if you're anything like us with young kids, like, trying to
Yes.
parent and survive quarantine can be very, very interesting. What would you say has been, like, the most interesting thing during this whole season of quarantine?
Most interesting?
Yeah. Just like I guess between with the boys, with the kids.
Um, it's oddly enough that they have not asked to go anywhere.
That's very strange.
That is very interesting. So I don't know if they feel like it's like Groundhog Day, like every day we don't really do the same thing every day, but it's a similar routine.
Yeah.
You know, you get up, you put on clothes, you brush your teeth, they play.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that I would definitely say that's one of them. Like they have not asked like, so mommy, daddy, like where are we going today? When are we going to Target, especially
Right.
if they're with mommy? But that's definitely been interesting. I would say for me, the interesting thing through all this quarantine with small kids is really the fact they haven't really spazzed out. Like they really haven't had that moment where they're like, I'm done. And so that's been
That's good.
great. But like, what are some things that you would suggest would be some good things to put in practice if you are parenting with small kids, with young kids during quarantine? Like, do you think it makes sense to have a rigid schedule or kind of have a loose schedule? What do you think?
Loose schedule. But I say take it moment by moment. I have in my head what I kind of want to get done for the day, but if it works out, it does. If it doesn't, it's okay. We have
We
tomorrow.
got tomorrow. We're not going anywhere.
Right. So it's okay that I didn't get all the laundry done and every room doesn't look perfect and not all the beds were made. We might not have done schoolwork. It's okay if they were playing with outside for 5 hours. That's okay. I just
Yeah.
kind of have a general idea. I don't think it should be super rigid, but that's what works for us. I
Yeah.
think depending on your child's needs and your needs of what the day should look like, you should just go off that. And
Yeah.
it's literally moment by moment. In those hard, whiny, fussy moments, I just turn on some worship music and I pray, and we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
I need an attitude change. They need an attitude change. So we just go through it like that.
Yeah, I like how you said like, this is what works for us. So maybe we should have said this at the beginning. Like we're not parenting experts by any means. This is just us sharing our experience, okay? So take it for what it's worth. But I think that's really good. You might even heard like just that. Like our kids are upstairs playing. Like so, here's an illustration of our parenting. They're good, we promise. But no, like just I think even more grace. I think that's important for parents of young kids, especially like more grace because they can't process all of this. They don't understand why.
No.
Like try to sit down with your young kid and explain like coronavirus and why we can't leave the house. All they do know, I heard Isaiah say the other day to Titus, no, Bubby, we cannot go outside because people are getting sick, right? So he understands it
Yeah.
to some degree, and then Titus, he just follows along with it, little brother, big brother kind of thing. But I think that's really important is to really like show grace for your young kids and know that man, this is tough for us to process. So how much harder is it for them? Like daddy's at work or at work at home all the time, and everything's different. Schedules are different. We're not going to the park and all that stuff. So they don't know how to express that that's different. So I think for us as parents, at least what we've tried to do is definitely just have grace for them. Have grace for the temper tantrum, right? Don't respond like we always naturally would. Kind of like that meme we've seen, like I will out, just for a minute, but I will out.
Exactly.
Yeah. So any last little tips that you would say, or maybe not even tips again, because we're not experts in this. This is just our experience. like, what do you feel is like the thing that we've done that's kind of been successful as we're in week, I don't know, 6 or whatever this is of being quarantined?
Um, just knowing it's okay. If you have a bad moment, it's okay. Like you said, there's grace in all of it. I mean, we're still trying to potty train Titus. We've been trying to potty train him for,
That's a tough one.
I don't know, a year.
That's a tough one.
So it's just part of it. You just give yourself grace in all of it, like you said, and just moment by moment, and you just learn every day. I feel like no matter if it's a good day, bad day, you learn a little bit, and you just take it for what it is. And then I just make sure that every night when I lay down, I say the things that I'm grateful for. Because I think it's in these moments that I can see what others have, or what others are doing in their home, or think about the things we're missing out on. But I think just every day, just constantly have that reminder. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for this opportunity to spend this time to instill just like values and things that we want as a family into them, and just really realign, direct them, especially as a Titus and Zoe, in the way that what's important to us as a family.
Yeah, that's really good. And kind of to sum this up, I think one good thing that will help parent young kids during this quarantine is to take care of yourself, right? You can't lead anyone until you lead yourself first. So I think it's important for us as parents to take care of ourselves, and because oftentimes we can like wear the weight of trying to keep the strength and be strong and all that for the family, for each other, and for the kids, that we can ignore the things that we need to deal with ourselves. And so it's good to have conversations with God, conversations with each other. I know you've helped me a lot in that, to just release the things that we're feeling so that we can be effective and just help parent and lead our families in this time. So, hey, this has been Conversations with Michael and Katie. If any of this made any sense to you, if you've watched for this long, maybe some of it have, or maybe you just wanted to laugh at us, I don't know. But whatever degree, man, just drop us a comment below, and we need your help. Like I said, we're not experts, so let us know what are you doing in this time to parent your kids well in this season, because we want to help. Let's form a community around this, and we'll have more conversations. I don't know about parenting. I don't know, what about maybe what we had for dinner tonight, creations during quarantine. I don't know. Anyway, so stay tuned, stay connected, and till next time, we out. Peace.